Switching gears, so to speak. Next up, let me get it here. No, okay, yeah, here we go. Gonna get to the gears thing in a moment, but right here. Speaking of think tanks, this is from RT.com. Man, world is a stage. RussiaToday.com is the source. There it goes. This is wild. I'm yet to see that movie, but you know, they have many movies.
I just seen it.
Okay, don't spoil it for me. I mean, I kind of get the
I
gist
am
of it.
not going to spoil it, but go ahead.
But I do get the gist of it. It's, you know, ordinarily I tend to put like a Minority Report, those type of movies, posters for stories like this. But, you know, we've got to move with the times. They just released a movie called Mercy, where it's AI is the judge. Let me see if I can read this real quick. Let me blow it up.
Judge, jury, and executioner.
Right. It says, prove your innocence to an AI judge or face execution. And the guy, you know, Chris Pratt, who plays the protagonist here, he has to fight literally to prove to AI that he's innocent. Wild. Now, of course, there we go. Okay, yeah, my computer was just wigging out on me. It's not like I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. Why? But anyway, that's the movie.
Another thing. A lot of people, I'm going to let you go. A lot of people presume that everything AI says is true.
Well, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that.
It's a normal presumption. AI say it's true. But go on. Go ahead, Shapat.
Not just AI. Let's back up a minute because we're going into judges now are using AI. We're going to get there in a second. That's the article. But let's back up a moment. We just went through SOS Watch, Synagogue of Satan Watch. Why is it whatever the enemy says? Why do we take that as truth? Because an expert said it. They have white coats, or they're a professional, they're a lawyer, and they have a white shirt with button up and tie and the jacket and everything. They look the part. The article now. Let me get the article. Here it is. U.S. federal judges increasingly turn to AI. Over half of U.S. federal judges, 60%, are using at least one AI tool in their judicial work. A recent Northwestern University study suggests. The research is based on responses from 112 federal judges drawn from a random sample of 502. Look at all these courts, these types of cases and different courts. 502 federal bankruptcy courts, magistrate courts, district courts, and appellant courts where you go to appeal. All these different courts for different things. The judges are straight up using AI. It says the use of AI in courtrooms has recently drawn attention. Why? Like Alda said, most people just take it like it's the truth. See the little grayed out bit at the bottom when you do your AI searches, brothers and sisters, especially on Google? It says something to the effect of, oh, this information might not be true. Anyway, the use of AI in courtrooms has recently drawn attention. What for? Fabricated citations and other errors that have undermined confidence in some filings. Let me say that in plain English. They are straight up inventing court precedences, which is a citation for you to cite a case and what the outcome of that case was. They are creating that from thin air that doesn't exist to justify the outcome of these cases that AI is making. The judges now are no different than doctors that go to their computer screen, watch your symptoms, click, and then the computer kicks back, oh, prescribe this because you're going to get a kickback. You're low. You just need 5 more prescriptions and you're going to get your monthly trip to Hawaii. Okay? It's just going to be the same thing with judges.
Exactly.
It's literally idiocracy.
So the judge is going to be at the behest of AI. Therefore, it's more so the optics of that professional before you, when really the person is just a proxy. They can have a serious, and probably so anyway, because I've seen some of these weirdos as judges now. they can have just a dingbat up there with a black robe on, and AI is judging everything anyway. And see, and that's why I know that AI is going to be a part of the strong delusion. Because they make it where people trust on it as a superpower. And those who didn't have the confidence to actually have regular conversation or discourse is doing it behind Chat GPT, chats with people, arguing with people, having biblical debates with people, and all of that through using AI. It's really, believe it or not, it's a coward's tool. When it comes to people not using it for a useful tool. Like if you're going to make a picture or do something nice or find out a design or something that isn't used for conflict or to prove a point, then it's okay. I haven't seen people, and this is the funny thing about our people. They'll put something up in Chat GPT or AI to say, hey, by the time this year happens, if we keep the calendar 364, we're going to be in February. We're going to be the Passover. We're going to be. And guess what? And I sit there and laugh at them. Because you also have to tell us how can AI or Chat GPT help you when the Most High during a time of war, when Joshua was at war, the sun stood still. So if the sun stood still and time stopped, can AI or Chat GPT calculate that? Huh? So you just spouting out everything through an algorithm and just spouting it as truth because AI told you, not putting who? The Most High within the equation. Another thing, even the scientists don't understand how the 24 hours isn't 24 hours anymore. Chat, it's shorter than 24 hours. And they're baffled because Christ says he's going to cut their time short. Can Chat GPT and can AI, did it put that in their estimation that time is changing? See, and this is what happens when people lean on the gods of this world and forget it's our God that controls everything. And he confirms what he showed is true. He gave it to Enoch. I don't care what AI says. I don't care what Chat GPT says. And guess what? The world will see that what the Most High, because he confirmed his word with those who stand on it. See?
And check this out, Elder.
I want to just put that out there real quick. And another thing, Shapat, you notice when the Jewish people gave them Passover, no one double checked anything that the Jewish people gave to them before the truth came.
It was fine.
They didn't care. They didn't even care to check. They didn't even care to check the equinox or nothing when the Jewish people gave it to them. Check that out. And now everybody and their mother has an equation. But go on. That shows you what's going on with our people. They would just trust the Jewish people because the Jewish people say the Passover is here.
Because I'm Jew and I say so.
But now the truth one came and the Most High put the 364 day to put us back on schedule. And look, as soon as the new year came, boom, a war broke out the same day.
Literally.
Prophecy.
And what you call it? The alignment.
Yeah.
What they call the planets.
Everything aligned that day. So you can
just
equate
at that day, the sun going down at that day.
Yeah, it aligned.
Yeah.
And
but
so
just to wrap up real quick, Elder, because you mentioned about, people use AI to say, well, if we stretch it out so many years and eventually the new year, if we follow 364, is going to be in whatever month, it's going to be here or it's going to be out of season. The season. Well, we don't need to wait. However you want to slice it, if you're using the equinox or the solstice. It's irrelevant. One was the 20th of March and the other was the week later. That's when they happened according to this world. But here goes some seasonal stuff for you. Recent significant snowfall in the Northern Hemisphere, which most of us live, America, Central America is in the Northern Hemisphere. The UK and Europe is in the Northern Hemisphere. Recent significant snowfall, a winter phenomenon in the Northern Hemisphere as of early April. Right now, the past few days, brothers and sisters, has been concentrated in high altitude European Alps. Where's that? France, Italy. I'm not talking about the North Pole here. France, Italy, Switzerland, and high latitude regions. Late season snow is also accumulating in parts of Canada, the northern US plains, and Scandinavia. Now, if, as is purported out there, that, the seasons, in order for the calendar to be right, it must align with the seasons. That's not a biblical thing, but it must align with the seasons. If that were true, then your solstice or equinox, take your pick, both of them are off. I just wanted to put that out there.
But you know what can't be off?
Seven.
Sabbath.
Right, thank you. 364, perfectly.
That's what can't be off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and another thing, in the book of Enoch, it tell you because man went off and began to sin against time, that things were going to be out of season. And look, it was 80 degrees 2 weeks ago, not too long when we did the Passover. It was 70-something degrees, and then it got frigid temperatures. Everything the Most High said is happening. So again, I wanted to put it out there. Only the naysayers are trying to look for something wrong instead of seeing what the Most High is doing. And it's okay. Hey, I'll tell you what. This is the deep thing about it, Shaphat. The people that are coming against the calendar, they're not even, the majority of them who's saying that the calendar isn't right, they're not even keeping Passover. They're not even keeping Sabbath. So that's crazy in of itself. So why are you even concerned with when we keep Sabbath and Passover when you're not doing it at all? But I wanted to put that out there, folks. The Most High, the heavens control time. The earth is out of course. The Most High put us on course perfectly when it was time, when it usually happens every 50 to 70 years where everything aligns. And the only thing we had to do from that point on was count to 7 from week to week. 52 weeks. And we'll do that until Christ returns. What's the Bible? Is it hard to understand?
When it comes to reading the Bible, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that this is the Word of God.
The seals have been broken, and the truth is here.
And when we go throughout the scriptures, when we go throughout extra biblical records, we find that the language that God employed, that He used to create the heavens and the earth, was the Hebrew language.
Christ said, I came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But yet no one, no religious leader, no religious church out there anywhere can now identify the 12 tribes of Israel. Can we? God is quite simple, but it seems as if man makes understanding Him hard.
What are those mysteries?
The truth of your book. And the truth will make you free. The Hebrew and Bible Academy. You're invited.